The second to last session. We are almost at the finish line. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. This one is called There Is More. So far, I've mentioned a number of benefits that come through fasting: direction, faith, humility, repentance, power, purpose, clarity. But it does not stop there. So, last session, we looked at a wrong way to fast. Now, I'd like to get into the right way to fast. We can do all the fast that we want, but if captives are not set free, it's just one big religious exercise of futility. The effectiveness of the church is measured by freedom coming both spiritually and physically to the people in the church and even outside of the church. So let's talk about the release from bondage. Again, in last session, we left off Isaiah chapter 58, verses 2 through 5. I want to just continue right into verse 6. It says, "Is this not the kind of fasting I have chosen, to loose the chains of injustice and untie the cords of the yoke, to set the oppressed free and break every yoke?" This is talking about fasting for the sake of others, not just ourselves. Many people think that fasting is only meant to benefit them. Fasting can bring us incredible things, but not if we are only doing it selfishly. There is an overwhelming number of people in this world that do not know Jesus. To me, this is the greatest kind of suffering because it's not only temporal, but eternal. There is an overwhelming number of people that are oppressed by countless types of injustice. Again, as we continue into verse 7, it calls us in fasting to be active, to do things like feed the hungry, shelter those who are poor, clothe those who are naked. Do not let your fast keep you idle. Allow your fast to lead you into action. So, another benefit of fasting is the release of healing. Right in the very next verse, Isaiah 58, verse 8, it spells out what happens when we fast for others. It says, "Your light will break forth like the dawn, your healing will quickly appear. Then your righteousness will go before you, and the glory of the Lord will be your rear guard." God will literally have your back. One other benefit that I would like to highlight is one of revival and spiritual awakening that can be released when we fast. In the third chapter of the book of Jonah, we see him travel to Nineveh to proclaim God's message to the people there. I want to read verses 6 through 10, where it specifically tells us, when Jonah's warning reached the king of Nineveh, he rose from his throne, covered himself with sackcloth, and sat in the dust. This is the proclamation he issued in all of Nineveh: do not let people or animals eat or drink anything. Let everyone call urgently on God. Let them give up their evil ways and their violence. Who knows? God may yet relent and with compassion turn from his fierce anger so that we will not perish. Then it says, when God saw what they did and how they turned from their evil ways, he relented and did not bring on them the destruction that he threatened. Fasting positions us to receive mercy and grace from God. Not only does it come to us, but when we fast, mercy and grace from God can be poured onto those that we love.